Hello, this is Therese Josephson. I'm here at Badger Ridge Middle School in Verona, Wisconsin, which is one of the two schools that I teach at. I'm going to talk today about my classroom and how I'm trying to incorporate technology into my teaching. As I make my way through this program, I'm finding that almost always I philosophically agree with the use of technology and Web 2.0 tools to foster better learning. But when I look at my own classroom, I don't always see an easy way to fit that in. I teach middle school orchestra. I want my students to learn by playing their instruments, not by spending time in a computer lab. The question I keep asking myself is, what can I use technology for that will really make my classroom better? Recently it hit me, I don't want my classroom to be centered around technology. Music is steeped in tradition. I want my students to understand and appreciate that tradition. We don't go to concerts to see and hear technologically impressive performances, although technology certainly makes some performances more impressive. We go to see and hear performers, people, because we make emotional connections to the performers just as much as we do their music. Will I ever teach a student who becomes a professional musician? I don't know. I might teach a student who becomes a music teacher. And I hope that I am teaching students who will, as adults, appreciate and attend symphony orchestra concerts. I can do that if I can coach students to connect with the music we are playing in class. And I can use technology to expand my class beyond the walls of our room, which will help students see and create more meaningful connections to music. Orchestra class, in a lot of ways, is like a giant group project. Students are expected to practice on their own, but we present our work together in concerts, and the bulk of what we do in class we do together as well. I've learned a lot of ways that I could assign students more relevant projects using Web 2.0 tools, but I've never really assigned a lot of homework in orchestra class, and I don't see that changing. This year, I've been looking for ways that we can all use technology tools together. We have used YouTube to bring other musicians into our classroom. We compare our recordings to other middle and high school orchestras and watch professional musicians in ways we've never been able to do before. I used to play recordings for my students, and if we were listening to a song with lyrics, I would print out copies for them that they might look at once, but then never again. Now I create movies with the audio, relevant pictures, and the lyrics. They are much more engaged, and I think it also helps them really understand the meaning behind a lot of the music they are playing. This year, for the first time, I have found and used online computer games to help my beginners learn how to read their notes. And I am extending my class beyond the 42 minutes we are allotted each day by providing links and resources for students and parents on a class webpage. I want to do more. This year, we will use the Web 2.0 tool NoteFlight when we do composition projects. I'm working on creating a student technology committee of interested students that can help me create videos and other resources that I know students can make, but aren't really the focus of my curriculum, so I'm not necessarily willing to give up rehearsal time for. It would take some help from the technology department, but I'm thinking of trying to set up some Skype chats with composers and other musicians and my students. This year at concerts, we'll introduce our pieces with movies that students have made where they talk about the music and what they've learned, instead of me just talking into a microphone. My class already is hands-on collaboration. I don't need technology for that, but I can use technology to make it better and more relevant. I still have a lot to learn, but I feel like I'm off to a really good start.